One of the greatest things that you will have from this event, our end users, is to meet each other.
We are moving beyond digital transformation as we wrap up the 6th annual M6 Mobility Exchange Summit.
They're really pioneering, looking at a whole new set of technologies, but a whole new set of ways of doing business processes.
I'm Soliman with M6 TV. Mobile, big data processing, analytics, and cloud. All hot topics discussed at the most attended M6 Mobility Exchange Summit to date.
While you're dealing with the existing mobile cloud era, I implore you, please think of the things that are next and try to put those as part of your plan.
IT executives and decision makers are leaving the M6 Mobility Exchange Summit with fresh content. The conversations focused heavily on digital transformation solutions within the enterprise across vertical markets.
The whole world of mobility is going to a whole new level. So people have to secure devices, they have to find a way to trust the cloud.
With security on everyone's mind, it's important to learn what other enterprises are doing to tackle the ongoing challenge of security in the digital space. Keynote presentations like this one by Shawn with VMware on balancing mobile productivity and security explain that passwords are a thing of the past. It is the enterprise's responsibility to secure the end user. Bass suggests to minimize full VPN tunnels, making it harder for a breach to happen. He also believes identity is the way of the future.
Having an understanding of what users are trying to access, the context of what they're trying to do, where they're coming from, what time of day it is, how they're accessing the data, and the security of the endpoint device they're using, all factors into how you identify the posture to allow or disallow access.
Large organizations are 31 times more apt to have a data breach than small organizations.
We've seen security breaches hit large corporations like Target and LinkedIn. The M6 Mobility Exchange Summit is where important conversations happen to target key vulnerability points. This impressive panel of IT executives explained the merge that is happening between departments within the enterprise, putting IT as a major player in the decision-making process.
I really hope people start looking at IT as a partnership with the business. We don't work in a silo anymore. The business really runs on IT. There's no business out there that doesn't have an IT aspect.
Mobility is here, it's real, and they need to put lenses across different ways of looking at it, from business, from customer, and from the vendors.
Case studies provide a more intimate platform for IT enterprise executives and decision makers to explore the vertical markets with a microscope. The goal is to walk away with real turnkey solutions to implement into their own companies.
We're in a world of mobile where you got to find solutions to your problems. All these companies have issues that they're trying to address, and it's not just here are the capabilities, it's how do you actually address the problems they have and help them be mobile? How do you help them enable their workers, their employees, and their customers?
When it comes to organizational structure, it's not one size fits all. As Cargill's VP of Global Infrastructure, Kim Skansen explained, it's about getting the right people in place regardless of what you're trying to innovate for or against within your enterprise. Skansen shared Cargill's ups and downs of transitioning to a managed service provider. The main takeaway? Take risks, all while thinking of the team and the operating model first, and then drive your innovation.
We had to reground on our business case and really be transparent about the story of what we were doing, but also why we were doing it.
Scaling enterprise mobility can be tricky. That's why at M6, IT decision makers and executives tapped into some secrets to mobile success.
You want a core group of people who sort of run the MCOE.
Just one of the tidbits shared by Steve Hall with Xamarin during an insightful keynote presentation on scaling enterprise mobility. Some of Steve's secrets to mobile success touched on mobile DevOps. His advice? Automate everything from billing cycles to deployment. Another tip? Create a mobile center of excellence where you gather the team together and discuss areas of business like how to secure data, interact with customers, and the right platforms to use. From there, establish guidelines and governance to be used for device and data security across the board. The M6 Mobility Exchange Summit is where serious business gets done. The one-on-one meeting zone is essential for IT executives as they collaborate and meet with vendors that can implement the very things discussed on the M6 stage throughout the week.
You can collectively start to think about ideas and how you're going to fundamentally transform human behavior.
So there's a lot of good information that people are sharing, a lot of information about experiences that people have had, what's worked, what hasn't worked.
Security seems to be on top of everybody's mind, no matter what the topic is.
The M6 Mobility xChange Summit is the perfect blend of content sharing and relationship building. It's what Engage Events does best.